A hostile relationship between William and Camilla? Outbursts and tantrums aimed at Prince Charles? Prince Charming has a temper, and it all stems from Camilla. Here's how he really feels about her new title.
Prince William just did the unthinkable, right in front of the cameras, and Queen Camilla was left absolutely humiliated. Tension within the royal family has been brewing for years, but no one expected this public display of defiance. Did William finally expose the truth about Camilla's influence? Or was this a carefully planned move to shift power within the monarchy? The moment was so shocking that even royal insiders were left speechless. Stay tuned, because what happens next will leave you absolutely stunned. The royal tension between Prince William and Queen Camilla. A story of rivalry and tradition. The royal family has long been a symbol of tradition, elegance, and unity, with each member's life carefully curated to appear flawless. Every public event, every gesture, and every choice made by a royal is watched and analyzed by millions. The image they project is often one of harmony and grace, with every royal seeming to fit perfectly into their roles. But as with any family behind the scenes, tensions can quietly build, waiting for the right moment to surface.
Do you speak to William now? Do you text?
Currently, no. But I look forward to us being able to find peace.
One such hidden moment of tension was recently revealed to the public, and it involved an unexpected decision made by Prince William that took everyone by surprise. It wasn't a typical royal announcement, and it wasn't something that could be easily swept under the rug. This particular choice sent ripples through the royal household, creating a stir that no one had anticipated. The ramifications of this decision were felt particularly strongly by Queen Camilla, whose reaction to the situation has drawn significant attention. The royal family, despite its polished image, is not immune to the complex dynamics that exist within any family. Behind the stately events and dignified appearances, the relationships between members are intricate and sometimes fraught with underlying tension. The decision Prince William made seemed to shift something in this delicate balance, leaving the family shaken and causing ripples of discomfort among them. While the royal family has often been a picture of unity in public, moments like these remind us that even the most composed families can experience internal struggles. The tension from Prince William's unexpected choice revealed a side of the royal family that is rarely seen by the public eye. It is a reminder that even those living in the most glamorous and high-profile of worlds are still very much human, facing challenges and making decisions that sometimes shake the foundations of their seemingly perfect lives. What seemed to have brought out the hidden royal tension? Was there an altercation or a face between both parties? Let's find out. A royal charity event turns into a tense night. Windsor Castle, famous for its grandeur and regal charm, was the backdrop for an important charity event, an occasion that perfectly showcased the royal family's ongoing dedication to worthy causes and their commitment to giving back to society. The evening sparkled with the usual royal elegance, meticulously planned outfits, beautifully arranged tables, and a guest list filled with distinguished individuals. However, beneath the surface of this flawless event, there was a storm quietly brewing, one that no one could have predicted. Prince William, known for his typically calm and composed nature,
Delighted you could all join us today. It's heartening to see so many familiar faces.
made a choice that quickly sent shockwaves through the royal family and the press. Rumors began to circulate that William had deliberately decided to exclude a particular name from the guest list, Tom Parker Bowles, the son of Queen Camilla. The omission was far from a minor oversight. It was a deliberate, bold decision that raised eyebrows and sparked speculation. People began to wonder, why would Prince William, who has always been careful to adhere to royal protocols and traditions, make such a controversial move? Was there something deeper at play? Could this be an indication of tension between him and Queen Camilla? As the whispers spread through the palace, it became clear that this wasn't just an innocent mistake or a simple lapse in judgment. The absence of Tom Parker Bowles had left a mark, and Queen Camilla, despite her best efforts to maintain composure in front of the guests, couldn't hide her distress. Her reaction was hard to ignore. This was no ordinary royal slip-up. The question on everyone's mind was, what had caused this rift? Was it rooted in long-standing royal traditions, or was there something more personal at the heart of it? Was this a clash of personalities, or did it point to deeper, more complex issues within the royal family's intricate history? The exclusion of Tom Parker Bowles had clearly left more than just a gap at the dinner table. It had ignited a firestorm of questions about royal dynamics and relationships. Caught up between loyalty and royal duties, let's take a look at the struggle Prince William has to undergo in loyalty to his mother's legacy. The struggle of Prince William. Loyalty to his mother's legacy. Prince William's life as a member of the royal family has been far from simple. As the eldest son of King Charles and the late Princess Diana, he has always been under intense scrutiny and pressure. Every action, every word, and every decision he makes is closely watched and analyzed by both the public and the media. The expectations placed on him are enormous, and the burden of responsibility became even heavier after the death of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. With her passing, William assumed the title of Prince of Wales, a position that brought him one step closer to the throne.
Now, as I said, we're going to be live to Wales in a moment or two's time, but with me here in front of Buckingham Palace.
And subjected him to even more public attention. Alongside the added scrutiny, however, came moments of introspection and personal growth as he navigated the new demands of his role. One of the most significant influences on William's life has been the memory of his late mother, Princess Diana. Her untimely death left a deep emotional scar, and William has consistently spoken about how her absence has shaped his values and the way he approaches his royal duties. His strong desire to honor Diana's legacy continues to guide him, both in his personal life and in his royal responsibilities. The loss of his mother is a defining moment that has played a pivotal role in shaping his character and the man he has become today. As Prince William stepped into a more prominent role within the royal family, one of the more complex aspects of his journey has been his relationship with Camilla, the woman who many considered to be the rival to his late mother. While he has always been polite and respectful towards Camilla in public, there have been moments that suggested more complex feelings. For instance, when Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, was excluded from a guest list at a royal event, many speculated that William's decision was more than just about upholding royal protocol. Some wondered if it was a sign of lingering personal emotions, or perhaps a subtle protest against Camilla's growing presence within the royal family. The question of how William truly feels about his stepmother remains an intriguing part of his royal journey. Let's delve into the details of the relationship between his mother and Queen Camilla, the complex love triangle that shaped royal history. Before marrying Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla had a romantic history with Prince Charles that lasted until at least 1980. Despite Andrew's own affairs, it's believed that he was aware of, and even accepting of, Camilla's ongoing relationship with Charles.
During an interview with the Mail, Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, recalled the consequences surrounding her decades-long private relationship with the Prince of Wales.
However, the dynamics changed dramatically when Charles met Diana, and the two women's paths would soon intertwine. As Diana began dating Charles in 1980, she frequently visited Camilla and Andrew's country home, Bolhide Manor. The pair, with an age gap of 14 years, formed a bond, with Diana even helping Camilla with her children. Camilla, who had a history with Charles, was almost like an older sister to Diana, offering support as Diana navigated the challenges of dating the prince. A pivotal moment came during the Ludlow races, where Camilla stood by Diana's side, offering a calm presence as the couple made their public debut. This early connection continued, and after Charles and Diana's engagement in February 1981, Diana received a friendly note from Camilla inviting her to lunch. They enjoyed a cheerful meeting, but looking back, Diana would later suspect that Camilla's motives were more calculated, perhaps trying to figure out when she could meet Charles privately. Soon, the bond between Diana and Camilla began to crack. Diana became suspicious when she discovered Charles had gifted Camilla a bracelet with initials that seemed to reference their intimate pet names. She also found a photo of Camilla in Charles's diary during their honeymoon. As Charles and Diana's marriage began to falter, Diana grew increasingly convinced that Charles had resumed his affair with Camilla. In 1989, Diana confronted Camilla at a party, boldly stating, "I want my husband." From that moment, their relationship soured, with little contact between the two women. By the time Diana gave her famous interview in 1995, the affair had already become an open secret. Charles confessed to the infidelity a year earlier in his interview with Jonathan Dimbleby, admitting the marriage had irretrievably broken down. Despite their divorce in 1996, Diana never fully reconciled with Camilla, who was often vilified by the press and Diana's supporters, especially after Diana's tragic death in 1997.
Confirmation from our very own Foreign Secretary Robin Cook, who's in the Far East at the moment, that Diana, Princess of Wales, has in fact been killed in that car accident.
In hindsight, many have recognized that Charles and Diana's marital issues were far more complex than just Camilla's involvement. Their personalities and life stages didn't align, and their relationship was troubled from the start. Charles and Camilla waited until 2005 to marry out of respect for Diana's legacy. Though Camilla refrained from using the title Princess of Wales, she has since proven herself as a devoted partner to Charles and a loving stepmother to William and Harry, who hold both their mother and Camilla in esteem. Camilla has overcome the narrative of being the other woman, becoming a respected royal in her own right. However, it wasn't without its challenges. Let's dig into the details of Camilla's struggle to gain complete acceptance. Camilla's struggles to gain full acceptance. Camilla's path into the royal family has never been simple or without challenges. From the very beginning, when her relationship with Prince Charles became public, she faced intense public scrutiny. To many, she was seen as an outsider, someone who did not initially fit into the royal fold, particularly after the tumultuous end of Charles and Diana's marriage. For years, Camilla worked tirelessly to earn the acceptance of both the British public and the royal family, but much of her efforts were overshadowed by the enduring memory of Princess Diana. Camilla's charitable work, which includes supporting literacy programs and community outreach projects, has often gone unnoticed compared to her royal counterparts. Despite her dedication to causes close to her heart, her actions were frequently seen through the lens of her past relationship with Charles, and the public's lingering loyalty to Diana made it difficult for Camilla to step into the role she was carving out for herself. When Prince Charles ascended to the throne, Camilla's role as queen consort brought about mixed reactions. While some admired her strength and perseverance, others still questioned her place beside the king, as they struggled to accept her in the royal spotlight. For Camilla, each day in the public eye became another opportunity to prove her worth and gain the public's trust. A monumental task given the continued devotion many had for Diana. As her influence within the royal family grew, so did interest in her children, particularly her son, Tom Parker Bowles. For the most part, Camilla's children had managed to stay out of the public eye, but as she assumed a more prominent role, questions arose about their involvement in royal events. Camilla, eager to include her son in key moments, found herself at the center of speculation. But when Prince William reportedly excluded Tom from the guest list of an important royal occasion, some wondered whether this was a subtle rejection of Camilla's attempt to integrate her family into the royal fold. Was this a sign that royal traditions, which often value strict boundaries, would not be easily bent to accommodate her and her children? The debate over Camilla's place within the royal family continues to evolve, leaving many to question how far the monarchy is willing to embrace change. Perhaps this was what influenced the omission of her son's name. Let's take a glimpse into how Camilla felt with the royal decision. A symbolic exclusion. the pain behind the royal decision. For Camilla, the decision to exclude her son from the event went beyond mere royal protocol. It struck at the heart of her long-standing struggle for acceptance within the royal family. This wasn't just a minor snub. It was a painful reminder that, despite her title as queen consort,
once known as the other woman, Camilla is now the queen. Kind of. The new king's darling wife has become the queen consort.
she had not fully bridged the gap to complete belonging within this centuries-old institution. What was meant to be a joyous charity gala, a celebration of goodwill and philanthropy, was instead marred by her son's absence. As the guests arrived, dressed in their finest, anticipation filled the air. Yet the excitement soon shifted to shock and confusion when it became apparent that Tom had been turned away at the door. The buzz of conversation quickly swirled into a quiet hum of disbelief, and it was clear to all that this wasn't a normal misstep. Camilla, who had hoped for her son to be by her side in such an important moment, was visibly shaken. The disappointment in her eyes was hard to conceal, and for a brief moment, even her usual poise seemed to waver. This wasn't merely about adhering to royal tradition. It symbolized something much deeper. For Camilla, it was a stark reminder that despite her high status, full acceptance from her royal peers was still out of reach. The exclusion felt like a setback for someone who had worked tirelessly to carve out her place within this rigid, traditional family. It left many wondering if this was, perhaps, an intentional move by Prince William to assert his authority, to remind everyone of the power dynamics that govern the monarchy's future. As the evening wore on, the tension was palpable. Behind the royal walls, whispers and speculation began to spread like wildfire. Was this simply a matter of royal customs and old traditions, or was there something more personal at play? Was this perhaps a reflection of William's complex feelings about his mother's legacy and his relationship with Camilla? The question lingered, casting a shadow over what should have been a night of celebration and unity. Let's look into the struggle for influence between the both parties. The battle for influence and the unseen tension. The relationship between Prince William and Camilla has always been a complex one, marked by a deep undercurrent of tension. A recent incident that excluded Tom Parker Bowles from an important royal event shed light on these long-standing struggles. For Prince William, the shadow of his mother, Princess Diana, looms large over his life, and he has always felt a strong sense of duty to protect her legacy. This responsibility, however, often places him in difficult positions, particularly in relation to the evolving role of Camilla within the royal family. William's admiration for his late mother has been a defining feature of his character, and as the years have gone by, his desire to preserve her memory has only grown stronger. As Camilla's influence has expanded within the family, William's discomfort with the changing dynamics has become increasingly visible. While he respects his father's choices, his allegiance to Diana's legacy sometimes puts him at odds with the current structure of the royal family. This tension is not just about family dynamics, it's about William's perception of what is best for the future of the monarchy. The decision to exclude Tom Parker Bowles from a royal event wasn't just about family protocol. It reflected the deeper conflict William feels in balancing his duty to the monarchy with his desire to protect Diana's memory. For William, the question wasn't simply about Camilla's growing role. It was about whether or not he was doing the right thing for the future of the monarchy and what Diana would have wanted. The exclusion sparked a media frenzy, with widespread speculation about the motivations behind William's actions. Some people viewed his decision as a necessary step to maintain the traditions and integrity of the monarchy, while others expressed sympathy for Camilla and felt that Tom's exclusion was unfair. This incident became a symbol of the ongoing and often fraught tensions within the royal family, with public opinion divided on the best way forward. It became clear that William's inner conflict was just the tip of the iceberg in a much larger family dynamic. The great question remains: can the royal family heal? Let's find out. the call for unity. As rumors and debates circulated, King Charles, always striving for harmony, knew it was time to step in and address the growing tension between his son, William, and Camilla. The stability of the monarchy was on the line, and any signs of division within the family could weaken its foundation. With the weight of the crown and the future of the royal family hanging in the balance, Charles took it upon himself to mediate the situation, trying to find a way to balance William's strong attachment to tradition and Camilla's rightful place in the family. Recognizing the need for a resolution, King Charles called for a private family meeting. This would allow William and Camilla to express their concerns openly and hopefully come to an understanding. While the discussions that took place behind closed doors didn't lead to any grand, immediate solutions, Charles made his intentions clear. Unity was paramount for the survival of the monarchy. The question that lingered, however, was whether William and Camilla could truly put aside their personal grievances for the greater good of the royal family. Though the public remained unaware of the intimate conversations and reflections that followed, the strain between the two was still evident. Every royal event, every carefully orchestrated public appearance seemed designed to project an image of unity. But behind the polished smiles and official duties, the underlying tension was still there. The royal family was caught in a delicate dance, striving to present a united front while grappling with internal challenges that threatened to tear at the very fabric of their bond. The question of whether the monarchy could overcome this rift and whether the family could heal its divisions hung in the air. Would time be the cure for these growing pains, or was the future of the monarchy already being shaped by this unresolved tension? Only time would reveal the true outcome of this struggle for influence and acceptance within the royal family. Let's take a look at what the future might be like for the royal family. The future of the royal family. As the charity event came to an end, the royal family appeared to be united, standing together as a picture of harmony and strength. However, behind the polished smiles and carefully crafted public image, insiders knew the situation was far more complicated. Beneath the surface, the tensions between Prince William and Camilla, the Queen Consort, remained palpable. The cracks that had formed in their relationship were still visible, even if they were not openly acknowledged in front of the cameras. While the monarchy has always been a symbol of tradition and unity, the ongoing shift in royal dynamics was impossible to ignore. The institution was evolving, with new challenges and complexities arising at every turn. The royal family, often seen as a symbol of stability and unity, had recently been through its fair share of challenges. Scandals, changing public opinions, and personal differences had all cast shadows over the once tightly knit family. But even in the face of these difficulties, the royals managed to present a united front. Yet, the facade of unity was thin, and those who knew the family well could see that not everything was as it seemed. The relationship between Prince William and Camilla, for instance, had always been somewhat strained, with their differing roles and approaches to royal life causing friction. As the monarchy's role in modern society continues to evolve, it has become increasingly evident that the family is not immune to the pressures of change. In fact, these pressures have highlighted deep-rooted tensions, with some members of the royal family struggling to adapt to new expectations, while others are navigating complicated personal relationships. This internal conflict has become a matter of public interest, with the media and public alike keenly observing every move the royals make. The big question that remains on everyone's mind is whether these tensions can ever truly be resolved. Can time heal the rift between William and Camilla, or will the divide only grow wider as the years pass? As the royal family moves forward, the world will be watching closely, waiting to see how the relationships within this historic institution evolve. Will they overcome their differences and come together once more? Or will the cracks become irreparable, leading to a more dramatic shift in royal history? The answers to these questions will shape the monarchy for years to come, and no one knows for sure what the future holds. Would the strained relationships eventually heal over time, or was this just the beginning of a new and more turbulent chapter in the monarchy's history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.